Seek around everyone. Welcome once again to our Sunday service. Here we offer devotion to Bhagwan. It is very strong for those of you who are online with us. Welcome as well. I hope today will be inspiring. Let's begin with our opening song.
Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Om Lakshmi Varadevi Akshare Brahma Bhari Gayatri Jagat Mata Vishnu Namaste Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Triyambakam Yajamare Sugandhim Pushtivarnam Urvarukum Vandhanam Om Prithvi Vyavrita Devi Tvam Vishnuvaya Panchakarmam Devi Pavitam Pujasana Om Shri Prithvi Mata Yo Namah Namami Om Apavitra Pavitra Sarvashnam Yashmare Pundrikaksham Sudhaya Om Vastachalam Samarpyami Govindaya Namaha Swaha Om Amritopastranamasi Swaha Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha Om Satyam Yasha Shrirmai Shri Shrayatam Swaha Hastachalam Samarpyami Govindaya Namaha Om Pushmule Sito Brahma Pushmati Janadana Usagre Sankham Devam Pushparam Karumayam Dina Badgubali Raja Danindro Mahabala Vedvam Pativarnami Raksha Machala, Machala, let's perform the unsparshal, the obligatory rites. Let's force the lips. Om Vangamasi Astu Aptosu Om Nasur Me Pranavastu Eyes Om Aksharo Me Chakshurastu Ears Om Karanyo Me Shokramastu Arms Om Bahur Me Balmastu Thighs Om Urgur Me Ujuastu Alva Om Arishtani Myangani Namastanvami Sahasantu. With rice in the hand, we join in our Swasti Vajan or benediction conference. Om Hari Om Swasti Indro Vidasrava Swasti Na Pusha Vishmaveda Swasti Na Starshu Ishtanemi Swasti No Brihaspati Dadhatu Om Paya Prithvivyam Paya Ushadhishu Payo Divyantarikshe Payo Dha Paya Swati Pravisha Santumyam Om Vishnu Raratmasi Vishnu Shvakrishnu Vishnu Surasi Vishnu Drosi Vishnamasi Vishnavetava Om Agnira Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasu Devata Rudra Devata Aditya Devata Marutu Devata Vishwadeva Devata Brihaspati Devata
इंद्रदेवता वरुदेवता ओम द्यौ शांतिर अंतरिक्षगों शांति पृथ्वी शांतिर आपः शांतिर औषधय शांतिर वनस्पति शांतिर ईश्वरीय शांतिर ब्रह्मा शांतिर सर्वगुण शांतिर शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि ओम विश्वानि देवा सवितर दुरितानि परास्व यद्भद्रं तनास्व ओम शुक्लं वरदं देव शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्ति ओम शांति 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 भवन्तु। प्रेम से श्री चंद्र भगवान की जय। शरणं प्रभु। ओम भूरसि भूमिरसि विकिरसि विश्वधाय विश्वस्य भुवनस्य धरति पृथ्वी अच्छा पृथ्वी त्रिगोंधा पृथ्वी मही गोम सिंह। प्रेम से पृथ्वी माता की जय। शरणं प्रभु। Indicating coming from our hearts, we meditate in Bhagavan as Ganesha, Ganesha Vigneshwar, remover of obstacles, giver of success, storehouse of wisdom. We ask Bhagavan to inspire us from within with knowledge, intelligence, wisdom, to recognize our challenges, and bless us with the ability to be able to overcome them all, and victory may always win in our lives. With this Ganesha, we join humble supplications. Om Gajananam
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा। माता जाति पार्वती पिता महादेवा। लड्डुओं को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा। लड्डुओं को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाति पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश देवा माता जाति पार्वती पिता महादेवा। एक दंत दयावंत सारे पुजारी। एक दंत दयावंत सारे पुजारी। माथ पे सिंदूर सोहे मोस के सवारी। हाथ पे सिंदूर सोहे मोस के सवारी। दुखियों के दुखहर परमानंद देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाति पार्वती पिता महादेवा। आंगन को आरती कुरियन को छाया। आंगन
The class comes down, we go by Baba's donation. Om Jai Ganapati Sarvaguna Sarvam Arivardhana Kripa Jivran Mangalam Jai 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 Om Acharanish Gauri Devi Swastamat Parishwari Am Puja Parishami Am Sada Sanbhava Princess Gauri Ganesha Bhagwan Ki Jai Sharam Prabhu in flowers of the Dedicate now our puja to Mahalakshmi. Lakshmi is a dispenser of prosperity, of wealth, of health, of beauty, of fortune. Most importantly, in her philosophy, light is a symbol of wisdom as opposed to darkness, which symbolizes ignorance. We ask for Devi in the light fire, that light dispels the darkness of mind, so may the darkness of our ignorance be replaced by the light of spiritual wisdom. To this Mahalakshmi, we join in humble salutations. Om Pujyami Kavishami Ramyam Sishobham Divyam Sarvasaukhyakaram Shubham Asaram Jamaya.
हे अनधन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अनधन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। तुझे घर घर खोजे पानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अनधन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। तुझे घर घर खोजे पानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मंदिर तुम्हारा चमचम करे लाखों दियों की ज्योति जले। मंदिर तुम्हारा चमचम करे लाखों दियों ज्योति जले भक्तों का माँ भंडारे भरे हाथों से बने की कृपा करे तेरे हम की मेहरबानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी हे अनघड़ की महारानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी हम मांगते ना सोना कहा हम मांगते ना हम तो कपट इतना मांगते तू आना कोई कोई रहा सब तीर्थ हो निगरानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी हे अनघड़ महारानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी तुझे घर घर पूजे रानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी मन से जो आकी पूजा करे माँ उसकी सारी दुखें हरे गिरती हुआ की किस्मत तुम्हारा चलते खड़े और पलका धरे कोई देवी भक्ति से दानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी हे अनघड़ की महारानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी तुझे घर घर पूजे रानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी हे अनघड़ की महारानी तो जय लक्ष्मी रानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी
The class plans on, we glorify Mahalakshmi. Om Mahalakshmi Kari Kripa Rohe Kare Manokamana Siddhi Kari Urvame Kari Kari Dukari Mahalakshmi Namastuvyam Namastuvyam Visveshwari Haripriya Namastuvyam Namastuvyam Dayani Om Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Samskrita Namastasya 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 Namo Namah Namastasya 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 Namo Namah Princess Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu. Once again, the flowers in the hand, we dedicate all and offer salutations to Sri Navgraha Devata, Navgraha symbolizing the planets. In our solar system, we as Hindus, we accept our lives are influenced by the energy from these planets. And based upon the time and place of birth as well as our own actions, the energy can be both positive and negative. Whatever negativity there may be, today we ask for Bhagavan, be our guide today as we take this journey of life. Guide us to pass the pitfalls, pass the impediments, the difficulties that we may encounter due to planetary influences, the negative planetary influences, that we may always be victorious in all our undertakings. For those of our members who may be ill, may be suffering from the negative effects of the drama, we ask Bhagavan to bless these individuals, to make them well, to make them whole, that they once more be contributing members to their homes, to their families, to their community. Especially today, Srimati Janaki Samaru, we pray for Srimati Anjali Rampal, Srimati Hari Ram Prasad, who unfortunately is not really pulled out. Srimati Mary Mahal, Srimati Sita Sinan, Sriman Kevin Karan Singh, and of course there are many others, some don't want their names to be called. We pray for them as well. We pray for universal welfare for all of humanity. This divinity, as we address the Navgraha, we pray for peace in the heavenly regions, peace in the atmosphere, peace upon the earth, as it affects all of us. Om Brahma Murari, Krishna Purantapari, Namo Shashi Muni Sukha Guru Sukha Shanti Sarvira Shantara Bhavantu Sarvira Shantara Bhavantu Princess Nanda Devata Vijay Sharanam Yellow flower. We meditate on Mahavishnu, Vishnu in all places of God, because manifest from time to time, age to age. For the benefit of humankind, by whose grace and blessing, it now speaks, the name walks, the blind sees. The impossible becomes possible, we are asking Bhagavan. In the same way, become manifested in the world for the benefit of mankind, please become manifested in my heart. Be the guide of my intellect, guiding me on the path that leads to welfare, the path of truth, of dharma, of righteousness, of religion, the path which leads to welfare here as well as the hereafter. This Mahavishnu, we join in humble salutation. Om Sayankajakam Sativakundam Savidavastram Sarasvirichanam Saharakshasnakastuvasmiyam Namani Vishnu Shirasvachakarabhujam Okam Karoti Vajayam Anmanam Bhakti Sita Samarupita Ramabhavam Anomahasai Kacharutapam Namani Ramam Ervarushanatham Om Ramaya Bhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Ramavaya Vasam Srivatsapajabhushikam Govilam Vapuranandam Brahmadeva Vipujikam Brahmadeva Vipujikam Sriman Vishnu Namami Om Ramyam Sushobhanam Divyam Sarvasamkhya Shubham Asanam cha maya daptam vihara parameshwar
Gopala Radhe Krishna Murali Wala Nandalala Murali Wala Nandalala Gopala Radhe Krishna Murali Wala Nandalala Murali Wala Nandalala Krishna Govinda Vande Bihari जय गुरु शंकर जय गिरधारी कृष्ण गोविंद बंके बिहारी जय गुरु शंकर जय गिरधारी मुरली वाला नंदलाला मुरली वाला नंदलाला मुरली वाला गोपाला गोपाला राधे कृष्णा मुरली वाला बाबा तेरे दर्शन बिन पाप हरा जा कृष्ण कन्हैया बाबा दर्शन दिखा जा तेरे दर्शन बिन पाप हरा जा मुरली वाला नंदलाला मुरली वाला नंदलाला मुरली वाला गोपाला गोपाला राधे कृष्णा मुरली वाला नंदलाला यशोदा श्याम सुंदर गिरधरि लाला नंद यशोदा श्याम सुंदर गिरधरि लाला मुरली वाला नंदलाला मुरली वाला नंदलाला मुरली वाला नंदलाला गोपाला गोपाला राधे कृष्णा मुरली वाला नंदलाला मुरली वाला नंदलाला।
प्रेम से उस महाविष्णु भगवान की जय श्री राम प्रभु।
हे कृष्ण गोपाल हरि हे दीन दयाल हरि जय जय कृष्ण गोपाल
हरि
हे
दीन दयाल हरि
कृष्ण गोपाल
हरि हे दीन दयाल हरि
तुम करता तुम विचार तुम करता तुम ही परम हे दीन दयाल जय जय कृष्ण गोपाल हे
दीन दयाल कृष्ण गोपाल हरि हे दीन दयाल हरि
रंगहा के रंग भूमि में योग के मध्यम तारा रंगहा के भूमि में और संयोगते मध्य पधार अजरा अमर है परमदान तू आया के दुख सुख समझाए सदा सारणी शरणागत है सदा सारणी शरणागत है सदा प्रतिपाल हे दीनदयाल कृष्ण कुमार हे दीनदयाल कृष्ण कुमार हे
दीनदयाल हरि
श्याम के रंग में रंग कर पीला कान हुए श्याम के रंग में रंग कर पीला कान हुए जग से आगे बंद करे तू सूरदास ने दर्श दिए माता यशोदा कृष्णानी के माता यशोदा कृष्णानी के माता यशोदा हे दीनदयाल कृष्ण कुमार हे दीनदयाल कृष्ण कुमार कृष्ण गोपाल हरि नंद की लाल हरि कृष्ण गोपाल हरि नंद की लाल हरि कृष्ण गोपाल
प्रेम से महाविष्णु भगवान की जय शरणम प्रभु. In like manner now we offer salutations and puja to Bhagavan Shiva Shambhu. Shiva symbolizing the reabsorbing aspect of divinity. Atman becomes merged into Paramatman. When liberation is achieved, moksha, he is called Vardata, giver of boons. By repeating the Panchakshar mantra Om Namah Shivaya with love, with devotion, in the puja of Bhagavan Shiva, the simple tendencies inherent within all of us, brought on by anger, greed, jealousy, covetousness, hatred, pride, envy, these become burnt in the fires of our devotion. In this manner, we attain purity of thoughts, of words, of deeds, of mind, of intellect, of actions. Through puja to Bhagavan Shiva, I invite you now to sit upright. To cast away the worldly cares, we all have them. Let's put these at the back of the minds for a little while. Meditate on the most pleasing aspect of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is beyond names and beyond forms. The names and the forms are tools that we use to help us to keep the mind from wandering. Let's use those tools to keep the mind from wandering and meditate now on Bhagavan Shiva. Invite him to make his home in our hearts. Ask him to be our guide as we make our way through this wonderful journey of life, which is filled with ups and downs, but still enjoyable. To this Shiva, we join in salutations. Om Pashunapati Papanasham Paresham Gajendrasya Kritam Vasanam Varyanam Jatajutamade Suragadam Navarim Mahadevam Smarami Smarayam Om Mahesham Sarvesham सदानंदनीले प्रभु पंचवक्त्रम् ॐ गिरीशं गणेशं गणनीलवर्णं गजेन्द्रादिरूढं गुणातीतरूपम् भास्वरं भूषितांगं भवानीतवक्त्रं भजे पंचवक्त्रम् ॐ शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर महेशां शूरे प्रसीदं प्रभुपूर्णरूपम् ॐ नमस्ते 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 शिवानन्दमूर्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते तपयोगगम्यं नमस्ते नमस्ते श्रुतिगानगम्यं ॐ प्रभु शूलपाणे विभो विश्वनाथ महादेव शम्भो महेश स्मरारे पुरारे परम्यो वरेण्यो नान्यो न गम्यं परम्यो वरेण्यो नान्यो न गम्यम् ॐ श्री शिव शंकर भगवानभ्यो नमः नमामि ॐ रम्यं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभम् आसनं च मया दत्तं प्रमाण शिवशङ्करम् ॐ नमोऽस्तु नीलग्रहाय सहस्राक्षाय विदुषे अथवेनस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो परं नमः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिवबन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ वरुणस्योतं ब्रह्मस्य वरुणस्य स्पंसजनिस्तो वरुणस्य हरिसरण्यसि वरुणस्य हरिसरन्मासि वरुणस्य हरिसरन्मासि पार्यमार्यमाच्मन्यं स्नानम् श्रीशिवशङ्कर भगवान् पूजनम् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नमो नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नमो नमः ॐ गोक्षीरधामन्येश गोक्षीरमया कृतं स्नापनं देव देवेश शिवशङ्कर शिवस्नानं श्रीशिवशङ्कर भगवान् नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नमो नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ पञ्चामृतं
Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. Jai Shiva, Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. Jai Shiva, Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. Jai Shiva Shankara Bholenath, Parvati Pati Bholenath. Jai Shiva Shankara Gaurinath, Parvati Pati Bholenath. Jai Shiva Shankara Bholenath, Parvati Pati Bholenath. Rudra Deja
Shiva Shankara Bhagwan ki jai, Shalom Prabhu Jagannath Gopal Bhagwan. Guru the Panchakshara Stotra. Amar once again.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
नित्यं अभिहितं वास्तवमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय गणनादेव श्री महादेव शंभो जय जय गणनादेव श्री महादेव शंभो प्रेम से शिव शंकर भगवान की जय शरणं प्रभु. We shall take prasadam from those who are brought. At the same time, will be kirtan and bhajan singing will continue. And for those who want to do the Shiva Abhishekam, you may do so at this time as well. And there will be no assistance for you. You have to help yourself and pouring of the milk and doing everything on your own. So please bear with us as we do all of this simultaneously actually. And make yourself at home in the meantime. Let's go ahead. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Tat Sat, Vishnu, 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 Sri Brahma, Sri Parari, Sri Bhagavatam, Sri Advani, Namasya, Gopati, Namasya, Dharmani, Prasadanam, Sankapam, Ahamkari, Sri Darshan.
Rama Jinaka naam hai, Rama Jinaka naam hai, Ayodhya Jinaka dhaam hai, aise Shri Raghunath ko, aise Shri Raghunath ko mila. Barambar pranam hai, barambar pranam hai. Sita Pyari Ayodhya Rai, Raja Janaki ne Kata Mitai. Sita Pyari Ayodhya Rai, Aise Sita Nata ko, Aise Sita Nata ko mila. Alam Bala Pranam प्रवचन के विधिन सिधारे संग जानकी लक्ष्मण प्यारे प्रवचन के विधिन सिधारे संग जानकी लक्ष्मण प्यारे सेवरी की प्रिय राम को सेवरी की प्रिय राम को मेरा बारंबार
Om Prajapati Swaha Idam Prajapati Yam Namam Govindraya
मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम
Swaha Idam Namam
दुस्त विभव सागर तरणम मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम दुस्त विभव सागर तरणम गुरु महाराज गुरु सेंचे गुरु महाराज गुरु सेंचे साईनाथ सतगुरु सेंचे साईनाथ सतगुरु सेंचे मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम तुझसे भव सागर तरणम तुझसे भव सागर तरणम ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय
Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvapam Paramvidyam Dangayam Janavandram Achmaniyam Chamayara Parameshwar Ityasam
भजूरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी भजूरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी भजूरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी गोविंद गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी कुंज बिहारी भजोरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी भजोरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी नागर प्रेम सागर राधा बिहारी नागर प्रेम सागर राधा बिहारी कन्हैया बजैया राधे कुंज बिहारी भजूरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी भजूरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी कंचन किए काया कंचन किए काया माटी में गुलजाए माटी में गुलजाए संके पूरे सोच पंछी दूर देश उड़ाए दूर देश उड़ाए कौन भरोसा सबल तुम्हारे जीवन के दिन जाए भजोरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी भजोरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी भजोरे मन गोवर्धन गिरिधारी भजोरे मन गोवर्धन Eu uso uma frequência. Either that or my eyes get strained.
Lord Krishna is here. Lord Krishna is here. Let us chant the name of Shri Krishna. For the Lord is everywhere. Lord Krishna is here. Lord Krishna is here. Let us chant the name of Shri Krishna. For the Lord is everywhere. Lord Krishna protect all his devotees. Just glorify him, how happy we will be.
Let's glorify Him. How happy we will be. He is the Savior of this universe. He is the Savior of this universe. Peace and love, they always comfort. For He is the only one who can enter doors. Krishna is here, for Krishna is here. Let us chant the name of Krishna, for the Lord is everywhere. Krishna protect all his devotees. We'll glorify Him. How happy we will be. Krishna protect all his devotees. We'll glorify Him. How happy we will be. He is the Savior of this universe. He is the Savior of this universe. Peace and love, we always comfort. For He is the only one who can enter doors. Jai Jai Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Krishna Hare.
Omar, I need you to do the Hari Om. I really need to hear that song today. Manatar. We want to wake up everybody here. Everybody fall asleep, I can see that.
Sanjeev
I
realized
am
it very
you
well.
stretch him a little bit. That's
धन्यवाद.
I know you make one man really happy here today.
All right.
It's a very hard song to play, so that's what she.
You did good, you did good. You did excellent. All right, devotees, once again, we're back to our usual style, looking to see how best we can rid ourselves of the ego. And Sri Ram is living it to indicate to us how it is possible to accomplish it. We are, of course, on the path or the part of the Ramayana where Sita is being encouraged both by her husband Sri Ram as well as Sumantra, the messenger or the minister of the king Dashrath, to return with Sumantra to Ayodhya to ease her from the strains of forest life. And of course, we know this is not going to happen, but the argument that is put forward actually is very interesting. And what is this argument? When someone takes a spouse, that spouse should be theirs for a lifetime until one passes away. This is how it's supposed to be. The vows exchanged during marriage are very solemn and binding. Unfortunately, we live in times where, now I'm not saying if you and someone can't get along, you have to bear it out and kill each other. No, I don't mean that at all. It happens that sometimes spouses have difference of opinion, which are not reconcilable. We cannot reconcile them, and because that is not possible for their own welfare, their own sanity, and their own happiness, they need to move away from each other. That happens. It can happen. In this case, the love between Sri Ram and Sita is lifetimes old. They are inseparable, cannot be separated. And we need to remember that. So this is one that is actually helping us to when we go into a relationship, to help us to realize that in many cases a relationship should last a lifetime, even though sometimes it doesn't. But it is what it is. But the argument put forward by Sita here is interesting. And we've gone through some already, and we're going to come to the end of our argument today. And then we'll look at Sri Ram proceeding to cross the Ganges on his way towards exile. So far, the Ayodhya Khan is still going on. It's in Ayodhya still. Until he moves away from Chitrakoot, it will still be Ayodhya, I think. So let's look at see where this Tulsidas is taking us, really. Let's join in Prarthana. Om Lokabhiramam Rajivamekram Raghuvanshanatham Karunyarupam Karunakaram Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prabodhe
Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
So we begin with, we close the last time with the Doha. The Doha says, falling at the feet of the parents of Sri Ram, the King Dashrath and Kaushalya, tell them not to grieve for me or for me on any account. I am naturally happy in the woods and I am very contented to be here. So we ended there the last time. We'll pick up from where this left off. Chowpani. Devar Sata Veer Shrina Hare Anubhaga Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram
Jai Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Shri Ram.
Nahi Madhasham Prabhu Dukha Mana More Nahi Madhasham Prabhu Dukha Mana More Moya Jiva Kariya Jani More Mohi Mali Soja Kariya Jani More Yajani More Yajani More Mohi Lagi Mate Yajani More So Sita continues with Prananath Priya Devar Satha. The word pran is the essence of one's life, the life breath, if you want to call it that. But life itself. Nath means Lord, Sovereign, King. So if you look at it in that way, what it means. The Sovereign of my heart. His younger brother Devar, most valiant of champions, both carrying bow, arrow, and quiver. Now, we have to pause here for a minute to examine this a little bit more. Both of them, Lakshman and Sri Ram, carrying the bow, the arrows, and the quiver. What does this tell us? They are well learned, both in scientific as well as wisdom knowledge, spiritual knowledge. And they are the repository of these knowledge. So both of them are with me. With them being here, the toilsome. So when we're blessed with these things, the knowledge that we seek, the scientific and spiritual knowledge, the wanderings, the toilsome wanderings of the journey will not be scary, will not weary me. Nor shall I experience any illusion or sorrow. When we are enlightened, there is no sorrow. Sorrow comes from being in the tangles of life, you know that, right? It's the relationships that make us sorrowful. Think about it. So Sita is saying, armed with these, the knowledge of the spiritual knowledge and the wisdom knowledge, the spiritual knowledge and the scientific knowledge, I shall not be weary of wandering, nor shall I experience any sorrow. Therefore, grieve not for me, or for my account, even unwittingly. Don't think about it. Everything is under control. I'm well equipped for what I'm going to go through here. On hearing this, of course, we see a different aspect from the minister. And let me just, like I tell you, when you read Ramayana, you don't cry a little bit. It means you're not understanding it. So when you understand it, you see the tears start clouding the eyes and the nose start leaking. That's the first thing. And this is my problem all the time. So continuing. Chopay again. Ram Suni Sumanta Sila Sita Vihani Bhayo Vikalajan Parimati Hani Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram. Nayana Puja Nahi Sunai Rakana Kahna Sakai Kachu Adhyat Thana Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Sunai Nakana, Rahina Sakai Kachu, Adhiya Purana, Adhiya Purana, Adhiya Purana, Rahina Sakai Kachu, Adhiya Purana, Jai Ram Sri Ram, Jai Ram Sri Ram, Jai Ram. So Sumantra, on hearing this refusal of Sita, though couched
in soothing tones. She said it very nicely. In fact, she was so well said that anyone listening would be happy to hear it, even though it's a refusal. But the minister was as distressed as though the serpent had lost the jewel hood that it wears. That's the funny money. And I hear Golden sing the song, there ain't fun to my belly, Harry, it's a jewel on the head of the on the snake. Of the cobra around Shiva's neck. So you can see, it's what it means. Funny actually means hiss, so it indicates a snake. So funny money is a snake's jewel. He could neither see with his eyes, and you know when you meet a real disappointment, you don't see what is happening in front of you, and you don't hear what people are telling you anymore. Because your mind is totally absorbed in this disappointment. I'm not sure how many of you have experienced this. If you live to be my age, you have. If you haven't experienced it yet, I'm not sure when you will, but you will. It will happen. So the king, the king's messenger, the king's minister, Sumantra, is totally deaf to what is happening, is totally blind to what is happening. And in this kind of agitation, he is unable to say a single word. Totally confused. This has happened, and confusion is something that is very hard to come to terms with, because you don't see, you don't hear, and you can't speak either. It's a terrible thing to be in. And this is the kind of condition that Sumantra has found himself in. Now, of course, the job of Sri Ram is to make every devotee happy, right? So he's going to interfere here now. And let's see what he says, Champayi. Now Sri Ram said everything possible to console Sumantra. But Sumantra's heart refused to be comforted. In this confusion that he's facing, you know, when you think about it, he was certain that it might be difficult to bring back Ram and Lakshman. But Sita was a possibility. And this is why he was so confused to hear it, because now a woman wandering the forest with two men and unable to fend for herself in many ways, not realizing, of course, this is a Shakti of the two. And he doesn't know this, certainly. But a man without his spouse is only half the man he is, isn't he? A woman without her spouse is half the woman she is. The two make one. They're complete. And you hear that many times, you complete me. I'm not sure how many of you hear it, but it happens, and you know what happened too as well? What is the word, what's the difference between complete and finish, you think? See when they...
When the job is complete, so you finish it, right? But there's a big difference between the two.
Finish is really done.
No, a man is incomplete. He's not complete until he's found his spouse. And after that, he's finished.
After complete is finished.
So they make each other complete. And this is what, not finished, complete. He made every effort to accompany Sri Ram. Where am I?
Finish.
I think I'm finished. I think I'm finished. Let me find my spot. I think I'm reading the wrong page here. Yeah. Ram said everything to console him, but his heart refused to be comforted. He made every effort even to accompany Sri Ram. So he's asking now, can I accompany you? Instead of going back. He doesn't want to go face the king. This is the whole idea. And bring out bad news usually end up in trouble, you know. And this is why he was, let me go with you instead. He says no. But Rama returned appropriate answers to all his pleas. And this is a wonderful thing about Sri Ram. Every answer he gives usually is the correct answer. Not one single time does Rama say something. And you know, if you look at the Ramcharitmanas, there's not many times Sri Ram speaks, you know. The story is told, but not with dialogue from Sri Ram. Once in a while when he does speak, it's all wonderful wisdom knowledge, every single time. Otherwise, Tulsi tells just a story. And here he's telling a story. He didn't say what Sri Ram said, but Rama returned appropriate answers to all his pleas. Continuing. Chaupai again. Says, whatever Sri Ram ordains cannot be annulled. Whatever is to happen, destiny predicts that. There's no way to change it. The ways of fate which are beyond anybody's control are ever hard. And really, when you think about it, life is not an easy thing, you know. Think about it. Even in the wedding ceremony where people are so attracted to each other, what you're doing there? You're setting up disaster. Think about it. You're taking two people from totally different household, totally different background, putting them together. What do you expect?
Chaos.
Chaos, exactly. But, they make it work because they're determined to make it work. beyond anybody's control, are ever hard. So life is a hard thing, they're saying, or Tulsi is saying. And so Sumantra, defeated, totally defeated, what does he do? He bows his head to the feet of Sri Ram, Lakshman and Sita, and turn back like a merchant who has lost his entire load of goods. Now, a wonderful simile being used here. Think of yourself, we haven't been in that situation before, but think of a merchant who depends on his goods to make a living, losing everything. It's not an easy thing, is it? It's a hard thing. We'll close with this doha here, but before we started doha, let me take a minute for I'm kind of overcome by the emotion a little bit. I used to hear this thing before, the Pandita cry and so on, and I used to laugh at it. Now I'm going through the same thing. Now I got a little bit more understanding. I'm not crying, but still, the situation being what it is, it makes you feel within. And I'm feeling it, unfortunately. And every time I pick up this section of the Ramayana to read, I feel the same thing. This is, and if you look at the movies that are made from this, you will see every part is so soulful. I'm not sure how many of you have seen them, but it's the most saddest thing that ever happened. And it continues to make us all sad. Even though we know the outcome, we're still sad when we read it, when we hear it, or when we look at it. It's human emotion.
Sing.
This here part is unfortunately one of the saddest things that's going to happen. As Sumantra drives the chariot away, the horses of the chariot continue to gaze at Sri Ram and begin to make the horsey song, the whining song, the whinnying. And when the Nishad, Goa's men, saw this, they were so grieved, first of all, and began to beat their heads and lament. And I'm not sure how many of you have been to a place where someone's lost a loved one, you see them hitting their head on the wall and this post and all that thing. It doesn't make you feel any better, in fact it puts you in pain. But it distracts, it distracts you from the grief you're feeling at the time. And I think that's why people do that. But I've seen it so many times and I'm thinking, that thing gotta hurt.
See me hit your stomach.
Yeah, I hit your stomach quite hard too, yes, that's true. It happens. But in grief, people go through a lot of things. And these people are grieving because this is the last time they're going to see Sri Ram and Sita and Lakshman too. This is what is so heart-rending in this story of Sri Ram. There's always meeting and there's always parting. But this is the way life is. Once we meet, we'll have to part. And this is a parting.
Sumantra is sure that he's not going to live long enough to see Sri Ram return. He's already an old man. Guha and the Nishadas are sure they will never see him again because he's not going to come back this way. And this is where the heart-rending emotion takes place. Sometimes when you meet somebody, you like them, it's hard to part. Sometimes you meet somebody, you dislike them, you've got to part, right? You're wondering, when are they going to go? Well, it happens both ways, so you got to take a pick. How it works is your own business. So we're going to end today at this Doha here. I've studied enough for today, and we'll pick up from where we left off next time. We got a few things that are going to be happening here. The crossing of the Ganges is going to take place. So this is a katha by itself, and I think a lot of you know it already, but it's worth repeating because the perspective from which I deliver is a little bit different from what you hear from other people, right? I'm sure you know that already. So hopefully today was a blessing and that you enjoyed it. It's a very soulful thing to happen, but unfortunately, every life has ups and downs as well. And we have to be able to cope with the ups as well as the downs. If we don't, it's to our own detriment. Prem Sosyapati Ramachandra Ki Jai Sharam Prabhu. Now I just want to go through the reminders, of course. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody who's here and those who are joining us online as well for being with us. We are also on not only are we on Facebook, we are on the World Wide Web, www.voiceofdharma, so you can check us there. There's a link there for sending an email as well if you want to contact us. And also the phone number is on there too, I think, so if you want to, we'll put Robin in some trouble answering the phone. But send an email and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, if possible. And you can make comments on please like our video on Facebook and share. We want to spread the word to everybody, okay? Not only one person, and I don't see a lot of shares, I see some views, but not too many shares. And comments, we always welcome. If you have a comment to make and you like to, whether to chastise us or to praise us, we don't mind. If you want to chastise us, we'll try to do better. Because not all of us are perfect. We do make errors. We do say the wrong thing sometimes too. And if you see something that you don't like and you think we can better ourselves, please do so. Make a comment. I'm reminding devotees when you come in, if you can turn your cell phones into the mode of silence, vibration instead of ringing, so we don't disturb anyone. Thank you. We have two things coming up. On August the 30th is the Ganesha Jayanti. Ganesh Jayanti, August the 30th. So it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, I believe. So we're not going to be meeting for that here, but 11 days following that will be the Ganesh Visarjan as well. So what happens is a Ganesh Jayanti, they usually make an image of Ganesha on the plate, worship it for the 11 days, and then immerse it in the water on the Visarjan day. So we'll be speaking about this. We are not doing it. If you want to do that, then I will suggest that you find a temple that is doing it and attend there. And if you want to go to the lake, of course, you can go with them too. I think some of them are doing it on Pickering Lake, some elsewhere, but it's all up to you. We prefer not to do that. It's too time consuming and too much effort. I'm too lazy to do it, to be honest. Don't want to laugh at my jokes anymore.
No, you see your point.
Oh, you see it? Okay. Following that, of course, just a day after the Ganesh Visarjan is the Pitri Paksh begins, which is September the 10th, ends on September the 25th, and starting Monday, September 26th is Navaratri period for 8 days this year actually. So 8 days until finishing on the following Monday. And the Tuesday following that will be the Vijayadashmi. So these are the things coming up. We want to thank all the musicians and the singers. I look like we may actually finish early today. You gotta pay me for the overtime that I didn't take. We look like we will be finishing early. We'll put one bhajan in before we go to Aarti. I want one donation today, and that is Srimati Etoria Hiralal, $125. Thanks to Etoria. And I know Joan looks at us from, their daughter looks at us when they have online from time to time, and she comes sometimes too. But yesterday they had a little puja for the kids going back to school, and the donation came through that process. So thank you all. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for being here. Let us have our bhajan, and then we'll go to John. Go ahead.
सुर की गति में क्या जानू, एक भजन करना जानू। सुर की गति में क्या जानू, एक भजन करना जानू। अर्थ भजन का भी अति गहरा, उसको भी मैं प्यारा, उसको भी मैं प्यारा। प्रभु 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 करना जानू, मेरा जन करना जानू। सुर की गति में क्या जानू, एक भजन करना जानू। गुण गावे गुण गावे नाई न छोड़े, फिर तुम गाते हो, फिर तुम गाते हो। मैं भोला मैं प्रेम दीवानी, इतने बातें न जानू। सुर की गति में क्या जानू, एक भजन करना जानू। सुर की गति में क्या जानू, एक भजन करना जानू। एक भजन करना जानू, एक भजन करना जानू।
Okay, I think we can start for Aarti and closing of this time. Shall we move on to closing part? Okay.
Thank you. शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं सुवर्णं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्नामगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरम् सर्वलोकैकनाथं त्वमेव माताश्च पिता त्वमेव पञ्चस्य सखा त्वमेव विद्या त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ मन्त्रिहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यज्ञपूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्सुते ॐ बार बार बलमानरहो हरिष्वेव शिरं परसरोजनपाणिः भक्ति सदा सत्संगस्य वज्रामचन्द्र की जय शरणं प्रभु ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः Om Yo Shanti, Antariksham Shanti, Prithvi Shanti, Rapa Shanti, Vishnu Shanti, Vanaspati Shanti, Vishnadeva Shanti, Brahma Shanti, Sarvam Shanti, Shanti Reva Shanti Rehi, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hari. Prince of Krishna Bhagavan